Our clients brought us onto this project because she was about to have her second baby, and they had a little toddler who was 2 at the time, and they really wanted to get the kitchen done in time for baby number 2. The kitchen was really dated. Cabinets were falling apart, shelves were overflowing with books. So our client approached us to really just make it function more than anything, and then of course make it beautiful. It sounds trite, but function is so important when you're designing a kitchen. Once you figured out that perfect layout that really works for your family, then we started looking at the finishes and the cabinetry. Certainly we wanted to have a full wall of cabinets because I knew that we could maximize our storage that way. The original footprint of the kitchen was really straightforward and really basic. All of the appliances and the sink were running along the one wall. So the one major change that we made was to put the sink in the island. I could see that this kitchen could fit more, and so with a little bit of finagling, we managed to squeeze in a beautiful banquette and an island, which in my opinion is a win-win. I really wanted them to have the banquette with the table. I have 2 little kids, and I could just picture them sitting at the table doing crafts while mom and dad are in the kitchen. And so I think I maybe pushed them a little on that, but I'm really happy I did. They're so thrilled with how it turned out. The island is really nice too because when you're a big entertaining family, you have that separation. So the cook can be behind the island without the guests being in their space. The top thing on my client's wish list, believe it or not, was a wine fridge and a second sink. We really made sure that whatever floor plan that we came up with, we had a separate bar zone with a dedicated wine fridge, not a bar fridge, a wine fridge. We did beautiful seated glass, which allows you to see what's on display, but it keeps the dust from getting to it. And a separate sink, because when you entertain a lot, it's really helpful to keep those people out of your space. Our client had seen some previous blue kitchens that I had done, and they loved the idea of the blue and the white. But otherwise, she really left it up to us to come up with the selection of the hardware and the style of the cabinets. We wanted it to be relaxed, but still feel sophisticated. Chrome is not typically a finish I gravitate to because it tends to be more contemporary. But we got super lucky. We found this really neat transitional, almost Edwardian styled knobs and pulls that I think elevate it, make it feel more high-end than a typical chrome pull. And it ties in beautifully with the faucet and the chrome legs of the vintage chairs that we found. Because we have all this amazing cabinetry, it gave us a great opportunity to include very dedicated and specific storage. We spent a lot of man hours really troubleshooting how to maximize the efficiency in this kitchen. When you open the pantry doors, we added storage to the doors, and then you have more shallow shelves. So it's a lot easier to see and find things. Below the pantry, we have really cool drawers that when you pull them out, they have bins for produce. So you can store your produce in a nice, cool, dark area, and if you forget something and it goes moldy, you just pop out those bins and you wash them. The type of bin that you would normally use for compost, same bins. So because we did a custom kitchen, we managed to customize it and cut out the spacing for those bins. Another great example of unique storage is next to the stove, where we put the pull-out. It has little canisters where you can put your utensils for cooking. So it doesn't have to be out on the counter, which can look messy, and it doesn't have to lay flat in a drawer, which can be hard to find, and then things get all jumbled together. Right next to the bar zone is a really unique cabinet that has the doors slide in on itself. So you can have it open and that's your coffee station. So as opposed to having their coffee maker out on the counter, it's tucked in a cabinet, but you don't have to worry about the doors banging and being in the way when you're making coffee. The real goal was to make sure that we could keep the counters as clear as possible. One of the other big asks from our client was to have a second oven. They are big cooks. So we needed that wall storage in order to accommodate a second wall oven and a microwave. When we first came here, our clients had a door to their kitchen. My first instinct was to just get rid of the door, right? Open it up. But our client actually really enjoyed having a door. So we came up with a great solution, which was, let's do a pocket door so it's not swinging into the space. So we had a custom door made. It's solid oak, it's stained the natural look, and it is so beautiful. I wanted the door to feel like a part of the heritage of the home. It has a glass window so you can still see, but it closes off to keep the sounds and the smells out. One of my favorite parts of this kitchen is the floor. We decided to go for an oversized tile and create a lovely white and gray checkerboard floor. It's a nod to sort of a traditional bistro kitchen, but it's a little bit more modern and it has in-floor heating, so it's nice and toasty underfoot. So we finished the kitchen, believe it or not, I think 3 weeks before our client had her baby, which was in September. So they've been here probably a few months. I would say less than 6 months. And the feedback has been incredible. They are so happy, they love it so much. My client had her baby, so now she can drink wine again and enjoy her bar. It's a win-win.